Warning: the following video may contain harsh language, crude humor, and may offend unintentionally, and is an affiliate of Scythering Productions. The opinions and comments expressed do not reflect those of the Scythering team. All credit and criticism shall be warranted to TWS Productions. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome to That Wrestling Show, episode 4. And tonight we're going to discuss the Extreme Rules card. A lot of people have been saying that this card was going to absolutely suck due to the R-Truth factor. Maybe we'll talk about him another time. It's starting to shape up a little bit, but if you've seen my previous video, I'm not too happy with WWE at the moment, but I'm going to give them a chance. The first match that we're going to discuss is Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross against Jack Swagger and Michael Cole. It's a tag team match. There's no stipulation. It's just a tag team match. There's no loser leaves Raw or loser goes SmackDown or loser sucks his dick or anything of that nature. It's just a tag match. What's so extreme about a tag match? Really? Honestly, this feud needs to end now. In fact, this feud should have ended 6 months ago. This is dragged on to the point to where no one cares, and if I'm going to pick my winners, it's going to be Lawler and Ross. Thank God. Let's move on. Let's get this crap off my wrestling. I'm done with this. I'm so sick of Michael Cole to the point to where he's not even a good heel anymore. I just don't want to see him on my television. You know what? Honestly, I changed the channel. Whenever there's a Cole King segment, I'm now flipping the channel. I don't care. It has gotten that bad. It has degenerated. Maybe some of you guys enjoy it, but you know what? Not for nothing. But this is not doing anything. I mean, if you think about it, one of the biggest matches of WrestleMania was King Cole. Really. So this feud has to end. This rivalry has to end. Let's finish this off once and for all. The next match, which was another match I'm looking forward to, and some people on certain websites and forums are not too happy with this match, and I don't know why. They had the best match on the card of WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Now, this kind of benefits both of them. Rey Mysterio, it benefits probably the most, seeing as how he could jump off the wall or the door or a stained glass window and do flips and moves and stuff. If you've seen his earlier ECW stuff, yeah, this kind of plays in his environment. Cody Rhodes, however, we've never really seen on a Falls Count Anywhere match or at this caliber, except when he fought Triple H and Shawn in DX about 2 years ago when he was with Priceless or Legacy or whatever you want to call him. He's got that hardcore streak. He's got that vicious, mean streak. Things could get a little ugly. If I'm going to pick a winner, Rey Mysterio just went to Raw. Him losing is a good send-off, but him winning gives him momentum heading into Raw. Now, this is tough, because if Mysterio wins, it's a 1-1 match. If Mysterio loses, it boosts Cody up, and right now they need to do that. Rey Mysterio losing to Cody Rhodes does not hurt him at all. He returns to Raw. He still has all these wins under his belt. He doesn't need another win. They don't need to tie the series 1-1, because the last thing that I want to see is Rhodes and Mysterio in another match at bragging rights. But it's going to happen. So I'm going to have to pick Cody Rhodes for the win. The third match that everyone is buzzing about recently now is Randy Orton versus CM Punk. Orton going to SmackDown, Punk staying on Raw. Now it's last man standing, so logically, it's a matter of who can't get up to a 10 count. Now, if we're going to put wrestling logic into this, CM Punk and Randy Orton are probably the two best wrestlers right now in the business, next to Bryan Danielson and all those other guys that can actually wrestle. But right now, these are the two top stars that can wrestle. Unfortunately, they walked up to Randy Orton and said, "Oh, you're on Raw. We're going to suck all your wrestling talent out and give you 4 moves. Oh, CM Punk, you're a heel. We'll give you all of the moves that Orton's not doing." So this is tricky. CM Punk has so many submission holds, it's not even funny anymore. Orton's got 2, maybe 2 submissions, possibly 3 at best. He's got the punt kick and an RKO. They all are knockout finishing moves, but Punk also has the GTS, which can knock a son of a bitch out. That's why it's called Go to Sleep. This is going to be tricky because Randy Orton, again, is going to SmackDown. And let's face it, Orton already beat Punk. So Punk winning over Randy Orton? Really? They're going to tie the series at 1-1? I doubt it. Logic says that Randy Orton is going to win, take the momentum, and head on to SmackDown and do God knows what. Who do I want to see win? CM Punk. I doubt it, but my pick is going to CM. My heart of hearts is going to CM Punk, but I have a feeling Orton just might take it away. Okay, here's one of the matches that hasn't been advertised on WWE.com, but I actually got this via Twitter, Facebook, and it's very finicky. News is going around that this match will be advertised on SmackDown later tonight, or after this video post. You guys probably already saw it, or those of you that have already seen SmackDown on Tuesday, maybe. I haven't seen SmackDown yet. I don't know any spoilers, so I don't know. There's a rumor floating around that Michelle McCool and Layla are supposed to have a loser leaves WWE match. Now, the rumor floating around is that Michelle McCool is leaving WWE. Does anybody know who Michelle McCool is sort of seeing? I mean, no hints at all as to who Michelle McCool is buddy with, or anything of that nature. So it seems kind of strange that Michelle McCool would lose a match and leave WWE, especially when she's got ties to the front office. However, Michelle McCool can wrestle. She is a developed diva. I'm not a big fan of her. I've never really been a big fan of her. To me, she's too thin. To me, she's a little too plain. She's a little too basic. She's a great heel, don't get me wrong, and the girl can wrestle. But over Layla, who's improving, but that's like taking a black crayon and turning it gray. You're still going to get a slightly different shade, but it's still the same effect. I don't know if this match is going to be official, but if it does happen, I have a feeling that to end this rivalry, Layla is going to probably pull it off. If all the reports are true and Michelle McCool is leaving WWE, Layla will win. And that's going to be a little bit of a surprise, because after Michelle McCool leaves, Layla's got nothing. I'm dead serious. Layla will have nothing to do in WWE, so this is a double release. I'm calling it now. Now, there's two big matches on the card. We all know it's for the titles. We're going to do this in reverse order, because let's face it, that's what they're going to do. Christian versus Alberto Del Rio in a ladder match for the World Heavyweight title. Now, this is fresh off the heels of Edge's retirement, so it makes a lot of sense that Christian would win. The whole Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio story all over again. I'm winning this for you. I'm finally going to get my push, because finally WWE says, oh, Christian has a buddy named Edge. Oh, Edge is leaving. Why don't we just rub the shoulders of Christian and give him the title? Unfortunately, it's a little bit sour for me. Yes, they're finally pushing Christian to the top, and they're finally giving him a main event push. But it's Christian, and it's a little, too late. Problem is, yes, he was an ECW champion in ECW, but again, they took that away from him right at the end of ECW. Ezekiel Jackson had it, and look where the title's been ever since. Now, this is Alberto Del Rio. If him losing already twice to Christian in a one-on-one match and in a cage match, this isn't good. Christian's already got 2 wins on him. Not for nothing, this is a ladder match. Christian and Edge helped revolutionize this match with the Hardys. So he's got the advantage. I've never seen Alberto Del Rio in a ladder match. I'm not sure how he's going to fare in a ladder match. And to be 100% honest, when it was Edge versus Del Rio, I was giving it to Edge. Now the tides are shifted. If they give it to Alberto Del Rio, you're going to have fans on one side of the pond saying, oh, they're squashing Christian, blah, blah, blah. If you give it to Christian, you have the other fans going, oh, they're just doing it because of Edge. So either way, no one is going to be happy with this match. However, it's still going to be a hopefully decent match, and I think that it's time that they give it to, well, you know what, let's face it, Alberto Del Rio's going to Raw, Christian wins. Really? Come on. Let's face it. Now, the main event of the evening, let's face it, come on, it is going to be the main event. John Morrison, The Miz, and John Cena. Now, this match had merit when John Cena was going to SmackDown. Then they drafted him back to Raw. That gave away the World Heavyweight title. Not necessarily, because Alberto Del Rio could win and bring the world title to Raw, but I highly doubt it, because WWE's not that smart. They could probably pull the wool over my eyes and make me eat my own words, but I doubt it. John Cena, Miz versus John Morrison. John Cena said, I want to fight The Rock. for the WWE title at WrestleMania. And let's face it, it's probably gonna happen. Honestly, I don't care about the rivalry anymore. I don't care about The Rock. I don't care about John Cena. I don't care about any of them. I want to see something different for a change. Let The Rock and Cena fight without the title. They don't need it. There's no need for it. Now, the only reason why it would actually make sense is if the world title was on Raw and the WWE title was on Raw, and let's just say it was Del Rio versus Cena and they merged the titles, then the match has merit. But no, a grudge match with a title that's like, oh yeah, I have this. I'm sorry, it makes no sense. I don't care for it. But let's get on with the match. John Morrison. Those of you that have listened to Beyond the Mat and have been in the forums know my feelings towards John Morrison. He's a phenomenal athlete. Yeah, he's got some backstage stuff, and yeah, his relationship with Melina, and blah, 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 blah. You know what? If that's going to diminish his push, then whatever. You know, that's WWE just saying, you know what, the hell with the fans. The fans are cheering for this guy. It's obvious they want him as a champion, but since he can't keep his girlfriend under wraps because she's sleeping around with everybody else, and let's face it, you don't take your personal life and mix it with your business, but WWE loves to intermix the two and find a reason why we're not going to push him. They're not going to give him the title. Now, The Miz is not the best WWE champion they've had. I think he's won 2 matches clean. And what I mean by 2 matches clean, I mean 2. One of them being John Morrison at Phoenix that we watched, and the other one was, I can't even remember, to be 100% honest. Every single match that he's won has been by hook or by crook, he has cheated, or has had some kind of outside interference. Cheating by himself, I got no problem with. Having outside interference or some kind of schmoz does not make him a good champion. Now, John Cena, let's face it, he's the big guy going into the match. He's got the most experience, the title, blah, 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 blah. Not for nothing, but John Cena does not need the WWE title. He's already had it. They need to focus on John Cena and The Rock without the damn title. There's no need for it. John Cena having the title just means, oh, for the next year, I'm going to hold this title, and when 27 comes around, I'm going to fight The Rock and either lose it or keep it. Again, there's no need to give John Cena the title. The title is meaningless if you do it that way. So that brings us down to The Miz and John Morrison. Now, let's face it, this is The Miz. He's going to have Alex Riley and probably Michael Cole, so he's got a big advantage. The underdog in this match is John Morrison, the one guy that WWE, for some reason, is afraid to push because they're just scared of talent that it can actually wrestle. However, after thinking about it, and seeing how this push could be going, it's very possible, although faint, that John Morrison could walk away the new WWE champion. Now, I'm not saying that just with the fact I'm a big Jomo mark, but I see what they're doing with R-Truth. They could probably push a John Morrison R-Truth angle, but for the WWE title, possibly, maybe, but I don't know. It's possible that R-Truth could interfere in the match and cost Jomo, and The Miz would score the win. The Miz right now is the big favorite to win this match. John Cena's kind of in the middle. Morrison is the underdog. Me, I love underdogs. I prefer the underdogs. I'm going with the underdogs. And I'm going to go for John Morrison to win the WWE title. It ain't going to happen, but what the hell? I'm going to give it a try. And those are my predictions and thoughts for Extreme Rules. Thank you for tuning in to That Wrestling Show, Episode 4. You can catch everything that I do and co-host and everything all in between at the website at SideTheRingPodcast.proboards.com, and the forum, of course, the forum. We love the people that are slowly starting to sign up in the forum at SideTheRingPodcast.proboards.com. Myself, Carl, James, and BM. You haven't seen him on this show yet, but those of you that have seen the Blacklist know who he is. And those of you that are brand new to the show, well, he's in the forums, and he's a little more passionate than I am, but that's quite all right. I am DM from The Wrestling Show, and I will see you next time.